Imagine being rejected so many times that even a fast food restaurant doesn't want you. Imagine applying for jobs, schools, and opportunities, and hearing no over and over again. Now imagine that same person going on to build one of the biggest companies in the world. This is the story of Jack Ma, the man who turned rejection into power. And by the end of this video, you might never look at failure the same way again. Most people know Jack Ma as the founder of Alibaba. A billionaire. A global business icon. A symbol of success. But what most people don't realize is that before the fame, before the fortune, before the empire, Jack Ma was a man the world kept rejecting. He wasn't the smartest student. He wasn't the most qualified candidate. And for a long time, it seemed like life was closing every door in front of him. Yet somehow, those closed doors became the reason he won. Part 1: Early Struggles. Jack Ma was born in Hangzhou, China, in a time when opportunities were limited. He didn't grow up with wealth, privilege, or powerful connections. As a student, he struggled academically. He failed important exams more than once, and success didn't come easily. But even as a young man, Jack Ma had something many people underestimated: curiosity. He became fascinated with the English language and would wake up early just to practice with foreign tourists visiting his city. He offered them free tours, not because he wanted money, but because he wanted to learn. That small habit reveals something important about Jack Ma. Even when he had very little, he was always trying to grow. And that mindset would become his greatest weapon. Part 2: The Rejections. After college, Jack Ma wanted what many young people want. A normal job, a stable future, and a chance to prove himself. But life had other plans. Jack Ma later said that he applied for 30 different jobs, and was rejected from all of them. Think about that. Not one. Not 5. 30. One of the most famous moments came when KFC arrived in his city. 24 people applied for the job. 23 got hired. Jack Ma was the only one rejected. Imagine how humiliating that must have felt. And it didn't stop there. He applied for a police job. Out of several applicants, others were accepted, but Jack Ma was rejected again. Then there's the Harvard story. He applied to Harvard 10 times. And every single time, he got rejected. Most people would have taken those rejections as proof that they weren't good enough. Most people would have given up. But Jack Ma didn't. He later said something powerful. You have to get used to failure. That sentence alone is one of the biggest lessons in his entire life. Part 3: The Lowest Point/Emotional Depth. Imagine being told no so many times that rejection starts to feel normal. Imagine watching other people move forward while you keep getting left behind. That's where many dreams die. Not because people lack talent, but because repeated failure makes them believe they should stop trying. Jack Ma could have become bitter. He could have blamed the world. He could have accepted an average life and buried his ambition forever. But instead, he did something rare. He kept going. And sometimes, that is the difference between ordinary people and extraordinary ones. Part 4: The Turning Point. Everything began to change when Jack Ma discovered the Internet in the 1990s. At the time, the Internet was still new, especially in China. When he first saw it, he searched for information about China, and found almost nothing. That moment sparked something in him. Where most people saw confusion, Jack Ma saw opportunity. He realized the Internet could connect businesses, people, and markets in a completely new way. And here's the surprising part. Jack Ma was not a programmer. He wasn't a technical genius. He didn't know how to build advanced software himself. But he understood something just as important. He understood vision. He understood people. He understood communication. And he understood where the future was heading. That insight changed everything. Part 5, Building Alibaba. In 1999, Jack Ma gathered a small group of people in his apartment and launched Alibaba. At first, it didn't look like the beginning of a global empire. There was no guarantee of success. No giant investors waiting in line. No instant miracle. In fact, even after starting Alibaba, Jack Ma still faced rejection. He tried to raise money from investors in the United States and was turned down again. But by now, rejection no longer controlled him. He had already built the habit of surviving no. And that's why he kept moving. Slowly, Alibaba grew. Then it exploded. What started as an idea in a small apartment became one of the biggest e-commerce companies in the world. The same man who couldn't get hired by KFC built a business empire that changed global commerce. That is unbelievable. And that is exactly why this story matters. Part 6, Lessons/Powerful Ending. Jack Ma's story is not just about business. It's about identity. Because rejection can make you feel invisible. It can make you feel weak. It can make you think success belongs to other people. But Jack Ma proves something deeper. Rejection is not proof that you are finished. Sometimes, it is proof that you are being redirected. KFC said no. Harvard said no. Employers said no. Investors said no. But life was secretly preparing him for a yes that would be bigger than all of them. So if you're being rejected right now, if your dream feels delayed, if people keep doubting you, remember this. The world rejected Jack Ma 30 times. And he still became unforgettable. Your failures may be painful, but they might be building the person your success requires. Subscribe for more because the next one might be what will make you firm enough.